Okay, we're good, we're good, we're good. Welcome in, Virginia. Hey, how are you doing? You can unmute your microphone.
I'm very good.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
How can I help you?
Oh, I don't have any particular questions. I,
Really? Okay, that's cool. You can just hang out if you want to just hang out and listen to, the content as it progresses.
okay,
That's perfectly fine.
okay.
That's perfectly fine. Can I ask, are you using any of my products or are you just like
No,
kicking the tires?
no, I'm just interested.
Okay, excellent, excellent. Well, hang out. I'll go
Okay,
ahead and mute you back, okay?
okay. Yep.
Okay, it is 6:03. I'm on time. And I'm Leslie Wright, and I'm the owner and compounder of Bearcat Body Care Essentials. And I am here to talk about eyesight and eye health and how to have better eyesight and better eye health using natural ingredients like DMSO and castor oil. I am not in my normal environment, and so I don't have light to, make myself look better. So I apologize. Um, I just don't have a lot of light in this room, and it is what it is. So I'll do my best to not look too horrifying, to say the least. Okay, so I don't really have subjects to talk about right now. Well, earlier in the week, or yeah, like Tuesday, I think it was, I was talking about cataract surgery and how cataract surgery is really an old surgery. Like it's been around for a long time. Um, but back in the day when it first started, they would actually just open up the eye, remove the lens, so remove the clouded lens, and just leave no lens in the eye. And the only way that, the person could see is with these, basically Coke bottle glasses, really extreme glasses. And then when contacts came out, you know, strong contacts, excuse me. So then, as intraocular lenses became perfected, that became the thing to replace the natural lens of the eye with. And I just had this thought because I remember somewhere that there was something that I heard. I don't know, I'm trying to think of where I heard it from, but they used to replace uh interocular, like replace our lenses with lenses from pigs. I don't know if that's true or not. I'm going to ask ChatGPT. Was there ever a time where cataract surgery included replacing the natural lens with the lens from a pig? Hi, Yolanda. How are you? I'm going to send you a request to unmute your microphone.
I'm
Yolanda, are
fine.
you? Hi,
Yeah, I'm fine. How are you?
I'm pretty excellent. Do you have some questions for me tonight?
I see the email today. Actually, I saw it earlier today, and I said, "Where did I get this from? Was it TikTok? Because I think it's the eye care that
Yes.
I, you know, I might have seen it on TikTok, right?
So I'm normally live on TikTok. I used to be on TikTok 5 nights a week. And what I've done is change my schedule. I'm on TikTok Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I'm doing live sessions, 2 hours on YouTube with Zoom.
Okay, okay.
So yeah, I'm just changing things up so I can connect to more people and give people who are using the products a chance to ask, some more advanced questions, or let me know any struggles that they're having so I can help them move in a forward direction, correcting their eyesight.
So the page I'm on, let me see, this one shows me the competition, that whole several of the selection of the same product. That's
Say that
right.
again. I'm sorry. I can't quite
Okay.
hear you.
Let me get off of my headset, then you can hear me better.
Okay.
Let me take that off.
Oh, that sounds so much better.
Okay, so you can hear me good. So I was looking at so the eye care. How do you like? Because I usually have very good vision, and I'm like depending on my reading glasses a lot lately. So I was like, where?
Yes.
I'm so uncomfortable with that because now, like, well, as soon as I take them off and things look good, then I'm like I'm squinting right now, looking at you.
Right.
And I was like,
Yeah.
where did this all happen? I was always like, I could breeze through my eye exam like 2 minutes, like blah, 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 blah. Oh, yeah, you're good. Oh, no. Now I'm like,
Is that a Z?
uh, and this my left is worse than my right. Now, what the heck?
It
Put
happens.
that magnify, I mean, the little spoon over your right eye and then my
Yes.
left eye, and I was reading up my right, and I was like, okay, let me read the third line from the top because damn, I used to be able to read one line below the bottom. Now I'm like, wait, let me come up a little further. No.
No, 100%. And I got to tell you, what we qualify or what the medical community qualifies as age-related, eyesight issues, a lot of the time is really dehydration of the eye.
Because my doctor at the VA did tell me to do vitamin D, and I hate I always
Well,
forget that darn prescription. Every time I visit, they like, "How are you doing with your vitamin?" I was like, I forget, so I'm gonna do it, and then I.
yeah. And then the next one, and you're like, yeah, that was what I was supposed to do. I forgot. The easiest way to deal with that is just get out in the sun. Early morning sunlight, sun gaze for 5 minutes. If you can, if you don't have photophobia, so if you don't have light sensitivity, open your eyes to the sun and just, stare at it, blinking the whole time. You want to, blink naturally, but staring at the sun, you get your vitamin D. And also, the sunlight is very beneficial to the eye system. It releases the ganglion cells in our eyes that our eyes need. It helps reduce inflammation and increase blood flow, and there's just a lot of beneficial things associated with early morning sunlight.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what about could it be a part of like me being from the computer to home, being on my phone to home, being on my computer to work, like I go from I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at my computer, I'm looking at my phone, I'm looking at the computer, I'm looking at my phone. Look.
So yes, and part of the problem is that when we go from a distance vision, so even like our computer is not really distanced, but it's further away than your phone usually. If you held your phone where your computer screen was, you wouldn't be comfortable reading your phone probably, right?
Mm-hmm.
So the phone is very close.
Right.
The computer is more distant away.
Mm-hmm.
What we really need is far distance sight. So looking a mile away or 2 miles away, multiple times in the day, to just really give our eyes a break. So what happens is on the lens, there are muscles on either side of the lens. Say the lens is in the center, there's muscles on either side, and those muscles pull the lens, to change your focus and relax. So when you're looking distanced, it's relaxing. When you're looking close up, it's pulling, tightening.
Okay.
So when we live in a world where we're from here to here to here to here, where
Mm,
is the muscles ever have a chance to relax,
mm, yep. Yep.
right? And you
Yep.
would think, well, when I close my eyes, they relax. Not so much. When you look far off into the distance is when they relax. So we have to practice the distance visioning to give our eyes what they need to be healthy. Being outside in the sun is very helpful. Looking at the sun because it's far off, even if you're going to be out at night and you're going to look at the moon, you're not going to get the benefit of the vitamin D, but you're going to get the benefit of the distance visioning.
I
If
thought
you're, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I thought I heard my the doorbell, but I'm
No,
listening
that's
to what you.
that's Zoom dinging. It's
Oh,
Zoom
okay.
when,
I was
yeah,
like,
when
is that
people
the
want to come
doorbell?
in. When people are coming in, it sounds like a doorbell.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So given all those factors, using your environment to benefit you is a huge thing. Taking a break and actually resting the eyes, there's this thing called cupping. You rub your hands together, place your warm hands over your eyes, give that a minute or so. And then when you pull your hands away, you want to be looking far off into the distance, as far off as you can see. And if you have the opportunity to focus on something far away, focus on it and then try and gain as much detail. Try as and understand as much detail as you possibly can. If there's something to read, if it's a flower, how many petals do you see? Um, if it's a tree, look, count the leaves. That the whole thing is really just to give your eyes a change of environment so that the muscles can relax and then contract when it's appropriate.
Well,
So
how does the drops help? Because the one that's on the page, that's like how many and for 97. So I was like, wait a minute, is that a smaller order? Where'd it go? I had
no,
it up because I
no, the
clicked.
night the $97 is for a 1 hour consultation.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Okay. Yeah, and that's another reason that I'm doing these live events. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is a couple hours. You can come in and ask questions. There's no cost to it. But if you want a more in-depth, person to person meeting, then we can book that too.
So what would you suggest for me? Because I clicked on the eye care one.
Yes. So I would suggest the 3070 along with the C clear. And then the other thing you're going to add is, I'm sorry, yeah, 3070, you get the revitalized for free. And then also the C clear with DMSO. I would recommend those drops. I promise you, when you start using the revitalize, you're going to notice a difference in your eyesight pretty rapidly, like within 2 or 3 days. Then the 3070 is going to bring you back a whole level. Like if you've got old glasses, wear your older glasses instead of your newer glasses because your older glasses are going to be more beneficial as your eyes get stronger.
mm. So when the the C clear is that something you do like once a day, twice a day?
So C Clear, I recommend that people try and use it 3 times a day initially. And then as your eyes get more hydrated and they actually get better eyesight, you get more focus, you can drop it down to whenever you need it, however often you need it. C Clear actually enhances clarity and focus.
Wait a minute. Well, I think I see two C clears. Which one? Wait a
There
minute.
is. There's one with DMSO and one without.
Okay, what that's what I had looked at that clicked on DMS. Okay, what is that? Is that better than the other one?
So
This
DMSO stands for dimethyl sulfoxide. And it is a clear liquid solvent that is derived from the processing of trees to make pulp to make paper. It penetrates very deep in whatever area of the body you apply it to. And it's a carrier, so it takes with it whatever's paired with it. So the C clear, also has a quinone saline solution, and that saline solution has all of the minerals that match the body's blood. It used to be used as plasma before they perfected blood transfers, transfusion.
Um,
So yeah, it's an amazing tool. That saline is an amazing tool. It's very calming to the eye. It just has a lot of benefits, and the DMSO drags all of that beneficial stuff. So it has lutein, it has zeaxanthin, it has aloe, it has a chamomile tea. Um, yeah, and I think that's everything that's in
oh,
there along
geez,
with it.
they automatically did a discount.
Yeah, well, welcome in.
Oh, because I just put both of them in the cart, and once I added the because I had the C clear, last I did the 3070, and then once I clicked on the C clear, now it says shows me a 25% discount.
There
Okay,
you
that's fine.
go.
That is nice. So the
So
two bottles with the 3070, do you use them at the same time, or is one supposed to do something better than the other bottle?
you're going to use them both at the same time, and you're going to use the Revitalize. The Revitalize is the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop, comes with the 3070.
Hmm.
You're going to use the Revitalize for 3 days before you start using the 3070. And I recommend that everybody use it 6 times in an hour, morning and evening. So for 1 hour, you're going to use it every 10 minutes in the morning, and then you're going to repeat that in the evening for 3 days. That's going to hyper hydrate and moisturize the eyes.
Super
We
hydrate.
don't, we
Yeah,
don't
because
realize
my
how
eyes
dry.
used to be. It's so
Go
funny
ahead.
when my eyes used to be so watery. Like I would go outside and it's like, you crying? I was like, I don't know why my eyes are so watery. Now I have not heard that since like the beginning of me being in the army. And I joined the army in my early, like 30, when I was 30. Now I'm in my late 50s. So
Okay.
now it's like, when did my eyes become so dry? And that's why, when they said, yeah, we need to get you these, you need some vitamin D. I said, no, I get vitamin D all the time. He was like, no, I ain't say vitamin C. I said vitamin D. I was like, okay, vitamin C, vitamin D. Okay, okay.
So you actually have it backwards. When you were younger, your
Vitamin.
eyes were drier. That's why they were watering all the time. They
Um,
were trying to hydrate the eyeball. And because you didn't have a proper tear film, so either the mucus layer wasn't, enough mucus, there wasn't enough fat in the lipid layer, or you had, just run on water, either way, you didn't have enough of a quality tear film for your eyes to stay moisturized and hydrated. So it's just like, I need this little bit of water. I don't know if you've ever had a swimming pool, but if your swimming pool has a leak in it, you can turn the hose on and the hose is constantly running into the pool, but it's never really filling all the way up.
crazy. I
And
just
that's
thought that was the better thing. Now that my eyes seem dry, but now okay. Oh,
so, and
all
now,
right.
but now your eyes probably are drier, but the environment is what's changed up your eye's ability to create that tear film. So now we live as we age, we live in forced air environments. So we have ceiling fans, we've got air conditioning, we got air conditioning in our cars, in our offices, in the grocery store, like everywhere we go, there's AC. And that air being forced into our face is forced into our eyes. That air being forced into our eyes is drying our eye system. It's not just the eyeball, it's the whole of the eye is getting dried out.
Okay.
And adding moisture back to that makes the whole system work better. So it's like if you get in your car and it's been a dry week, there's dust everywhere, right? There's just particles of dust. And even though you can see out of the windshield, you can tell that it's dirty. when you wash the car, it's like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, it looks great looking out this windshield,
Mm-hmm.
right? Same thing
Yeah.
happens with your eyes.
This is crazy. So this says you have other stuff, skincare.
Yeah, I got a gambit. I got skincare, pain care, oral care, so toothpaste, deodorant. Yeah.
Pain care. Let me,
Yeah.
so is there any pain care for bad knees? Because I don't know why the VA got me having osteoarthritis now, thanks to surgery on my right knee. Now my left knee has arthritis in it too.
Yeah.
Ah, that's what I need.
Yes. And I would actually recommend the 50-50 blend when you're talking about osteoarthritis. I would also recommend the pain-free body butter because that's something that you can have, have on. It's nice and warm. It's wonderful, for evenings and going to bed and the whole nine yards. And
I'm
it
trying to find that.
penetrates very deeply and it's not greasy, so it's an easy thing to jump in the bed with.
What am I? Let me see what page I'm on. This says skincare. You said it's called the 50-50 blend?
Yeah, it's under pain care.
Okay, wait a minute. I'm not on that one. I was going to look at skincare, pain care, uh, pain free with DMSO.
Yes,
Is that it?
that's it.
Okay. So this is 84. And then the
And
50. So the 50-50 is that, so pain, so the 50-50 DMSO and castor oil, that's what you meant. And then there's pain relieving body butter. That's the one you're
yes,
saying is at night that will make you feel.
yeah, it makes your knees, your legs, back if you got it, shoulders, it just makes everything calm down and feel great. And then when you get up in the morning, you don't feel stiff.
Let me add that. Let's see. Let me close that card and then wow, all natural stuff, right?
All natural.
Okay. Skincare, bare naked, body butter,
Yeah,
barely hair
and Bare
butter.
Naked is fabulous, fabulous for the skin. So it's got a lot of benefits and it doesn't have any fragrance oils or any essential oils. So if you want something that's just going to moisturize and hydrate and not, change the smell of whatever you might be wearing, that's it. And I actually developed it for my mom, but it was one of the things that was most loved by my granddaughter. She's 2 years old, and starting at 3 months, we would, she would was aware that we were putting it on her, and she would literally just take it off of her body and eat it. She loved it. She still tries to eat it to this day. She's like, I want to eat it. And I'm like, it's not food. It's not going to hurt you, but it's not
But it's
food.
not food. Oh, kids are funny. Yeah, my nephew, he's mildly autistic, so I try to, put powder on him. He lick. I said, don't, not, yeah, that's a lot of stuff in there. I don't know. Please don't lick that. He's
Yeah,
so
no, and I
curious.
I don't have it on the website, but I made a powder for my daughter for, when she had my granddaughter, to use herself and use on the baby. And that was all natural with no scent and, just awesome. So potato starch and arrowroot flour, and I can't remember what the third thing was, but there were three different powders that made it up, and she was like her favorite thing.
So can I ask you, like, I see three. Okay, so you got three products on your personal care. The deodorant, natural deodorant, does it have is it like uh s- no scent? No, don't you? No
No,
scent, and
it
how does
has
that
it
look like?
has essential oils. So there's two different scents. One is bergamot, vanilla, and myrrh. That's one scent blend. And then the other one is lemongrass, peppermint, and vanilla. Lemongrass, peppermint, and vanilla. So, and they're
Okay.
not heavy scented. Um, and they're meant to be put on by hand. So you dip your finger in it and just rub it on your pits or wherever else on your body you want to use it.
I want to try that lemongrass. I hate vanilla. What should so vanilla, bergamot, sandalwood. That sounds like I might like that better, even though it has vanilla in it. Peppermint,
That
lemongrass.
but you can't even tell the vanilla in either scent. Vanilla is not the strongest, you know, um, it's not a breakthrough scent. Like the lemongrass is the breakthrough scent, and the one with the lemongrass and the bergamot is the breakthrough scent in the other one.
Oh, wow. That's not a bad price for that. Because I think the I try to get natural or certain deodorants from Amazon and they're like 20, 15, 20. I was like, geez. But it lasts me, for a little bit. But like
Yeah.
this kind of goes up though.
Yeah, no, it'll last a pretty good while. You'll at least be able to use it like 40, 45 days.
Now
For
how does the toothpaste refresher cleans with vinegar and clay? So how does that work? Does that you just dip in your toothbrush in it? I don't know.
Yep, you
Because it's
just
not
dip
like
your
a squeeze
toothbrush in
tooth.
it. Yeah, no, it's not like a paste. You're just going to dip in your toothbrush into the jar and brush your teeth. The bentonite clay, the thing that's fabulous about it is it makes your teeth feel like they were polished. You go to the dentist and they always polish your teeth at the end. Bentonite
Mm-hmm.
clay makes your teeth feel like that every day.
Wow.
Yeah, and
Now
it
that
remineralizes and it also connects to toxins. So it's got a positive charge, so it connects to the negative charge of toxins and removes them from your oral microbiome, so from your whole mouth.
this cart looks a little busy now. Oh my. Okay.
It's all good stuff.
Yeah, I see. So the 30, 70, and the eye care, maybe I'll do the other ones. I get paid next week, so maybe I'll do uh the body paint drops. I'll do that next. Ooh, ooh. Okay. It's awesome. Yeah, so I don't know what I thought that this was. Oh, it's a training that I was supposed to be getting on like Tuesdays or Thursdays, and I thought that that was it. And I was like, why? If I said, why didn't somebody send me something about eye care? And then I said, oh, you know what I think this is? I think I saw somebody on TikTok and she was talking about eye care. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm having this problem and this problem. And I probably signed up for the newsletter or more information and
Yes.
totally forgot about it. I was like, oh, okay, I guess that came back around at a good time because I totally forgot. And
Well,
sometimes when you're
um,
on, people are on live, like, and I try to, check out things in their link in their bio while they're on live. And sometimes I'll have the worst problems. And then it's like they're off live. And I'm like, oh my gosh, now they're gone. So, but,
well, and I've tried to maintain my TikTok presence even through the transition of TikTok changing hands because it was not easy to maintain that presence because TikTok was TikToking. Like it was
you said TikTok was TikTok on it.
it really was. It was problematic but we're able to power through it. And at one point I even made a post saying, well, I guess this might be my last week on TikTok and the way things are going. But then things switched up within like 2 days and I'm like, okay, we're back.
Yeah. So only thing I took out the pain thing for my niece. So maybe next week when I get my paycheck, because I got enough to do this one. I got the deodorant, the toothpaste, the 3070 DSMO, eye care, never need another deodorant and toothpaste. So those I got in my cart, and that makes it 93. That I can do. And then I'll do because that one was a bigger cost, the two pain things
Yeah.
next week when
Yeah,
I
that
get
that body
next
butter, that
Thursday.
pain relieving body butter, it's quite expensive to make, and we have to ship it in special containers so that it doesn't get exposed to the heat. Um, and when we're shipping, we can't control the environment that the box is going to be in, even in the winter time. It sometimes it's in these hot warehouses. And so it comes in these thermal boxes that are all, managed a particular way to keep the body butter in the best possible condition as we ship it.
Mhm. Well, that I'm very interested in trying because I just hate that it's easier for me to go up the stairs than coming down because then I hear my knees clank, clank,
Right.
kneecap, and I'm like, oh, I hate this room. But yeah, so I try several things. Somebody was at the VA one day and they had these like foot pads or something and they were or cream and that helped a little bit, but then it was like, oh, this was working. Now it's not. But yeah,
Yeah.
I hate my knee pain because even though I was older, I was like I wasn't having no knee pain till I joined the army.
Well, if you're going to have a pain, the army was definitely going to do it for you.
I was not in any pain, but of course I wasn't running. Like, who told me to run? I'm in my 30s. We gotta run where?
Exactly. And that, yeah, that's what I'm referring to. Like yeah,
Because I'm telling you, when I tell people that and talk to soldiers and I'm telling them the story, I was like, I joined at 30. And my mom is deceased now, but at the time she was like, you did what? I said, I just wanted to see because I really wanted to join ROTC when I was in high school, and then people kept talking me out of it, saying, you don't do that, blah blah blah. You're not, please don't. I was like, okay, just and it
right.
wasn't hard to talk me out of it because I was like, I was thinking about joining ROTC. Nah, don't do that, blah blah blah. Maybe you're right. Okay, but then going through difficulty in my marriage, I was like, I gotta see. He's not supportive. I gotta see if I can do it on my own. And there were
Right.
six of us in our 30s, six during those 8 weeks. And I'm gonna tell you, between week 4 and week 6, near the end, it was two of us. And I'm
Oh,
looking at her, she's
wow.
looking at me, and we're like, which one of us is gonna go? Which one?
Right, exactly. Exactly.
And the
Yeah.
drill sergeant would give me like the responsibility of doing his schedule, which nobody liked because his schedule was maintaining the barracks like from 9 p.m. until we got up at 5. And everybody wanted to be my friend. Hey, don't put me on this time. Hey, can you put me on with such and such? Leave me alone. Let me do this schedule. You're going to get what the heck I gave you. Now
Right.
go.
That's the only choice you
I
got in
just
the end.
like
It's like,
leave me alone. And then he would get on my nerves, like, who's doing my schedule? And I'm like, what schedule? Oh, I can give you my schedule. No, drill sergeant. Oh, I'll give it to you in a few minutes. I expect it done. And I'm like, I have things to do. You didn't give me your schedule. What did you say? It's private. Always forward, drill sergeant. Always forward. That's all I said. That's he drove me insane. I had three drills. Each company has three drill sergeants. I had a female, it was a black one, and a white one. The black one was the one who I had his schedule, always had to do his schedule. The white one, he was infantry, he was short, and I'm gonna tell you, he never smiled. Our last week, he sat down at the table with us during at the defect. He would talk to us, and then the female, she was always like, you better make sure, don't want none of you try to be all cute around my drill sergeants and you here for training. Cause I guess that was the thing people did, like, I don't know, young girls, I don't know. And then if your laundry bag was not tied on your bunk a certain way and your hair, I came into the army, had taken out braids. My nephew had braided my hair for me, and I said, "Let me take this out because ain't nobody gonna be able to take it out while I'm in, training."
Right,
I
right.
took it out and I had my hair in a ponytail, and with the soft cap on, every time I took my hair out, my sides were coming out down and pulling, fix your hair, soldier. And I was like, I'm taking, like, what do you want me to do? Like, every time you want me to, like, we're here training. Don't we get dirty? Don't we hair mess up? I don't know. We're in a uniform, for goodness sakes. But she was so particular. I was like, this woman, she didn't start relaxing until after the first month, like halfway through. And they were like, everybody, let's do drill sergeant. Oh, Gaten can do drill sergeant. But she was looking like, you've been doing me private. No, no drill sergeant. I don't know what they talking about.
Yeah, no, they have
No,
their own
oh my
methodologies,
gosh.
and you have to figure
It
out
was
how to
experience.
bend to their will.
Yes, yes, that was the experience I will never forget. But you bond together with the people because we're all going through the same crap. But I'm gonna tell you, like I said, six of us in our 30s, and left that end. I almost quit on the last part, the march. We had to have the heavy backpack, and we were walking, and he made us go up this little hill backwards. And I was at the end of the line, and I was like, I don't think I can make it. They was like, no, look at you, gonna make it. We got you. We got you. I was like, I'm just so tired. No, man, I want to go home now. I don't need to take this crap. I'm done. I'm done. They was like, no, you're going to keep moving. You keep moving, bro. They was like, go, Katie, go. You see the friend? We're almost there. I went from the back of that line to the front of that marching group, and I was like, I'm getting to this flame. I'm stopping this. I'm done, and I'm getting the hell out of here.
Well,
I just could not wait.
I'm glad you made it through. I've got a couple other people waiting to come up. So can I answer any other questions for you?
No, I'm good to go.
All right, excellent. Stay on and hang out and, let me know if you have any other questions, okay?
I will. I will.
Okay. Simone, did you have a question?
Hi, Leslie.
Hi, how you
I,
doing?
I'm good, thank you. Um, I've been taking, so I bought the drops. So I bought Revitalize, Foreign Eye, 4060, and C Clear.
Yes.
Been using it for a week, a whole week now, and
Excellent.
the sting is not letting up.
Okay. So did you do the first 3 days of the Revitalize by itself?
Mhm.
How did that go?
It wasn't too bad. It was stinging, but it wasn't so bad. It was okay. But I think once the 3 days had finished, then I started to incorporate the other
The foreign
drops.
eye. And is
Yeah.
the 4060 the most significant sting you have?
Yes. No,
Okay.
the 4060 gives you like a heat sensation and then it
Yes.
kind of so it's not that one. It's
The
the
foreign eye.
revitalized one that stings first, and then the second one's a lesser sting, but it's the last one. I think it's the C Clear. And then
Okay.
yeah, it just
I
really
think what you're doing is you're doing too much too close together.
okay,
So we need to spread it out just a little bit for you.
okay.
So use the revitalize first,
Yeah.
then you're going to use the foreign eye, right?
Mhm.
You're going to wait until that completely, penetrates and there's no stinging, nothing's going on in the eye. You can
Mhm.
blink normally. Then I want you to use the revitalize again.
Okay.
Then do the 4060.
So revitalize, then the foreign eye, and then revitalize again, and then the 4060.
Yes.
Okay.
And you
And
can
then the sequel.
take a little time between the foreign eye and the next revitalize. Like
Yeah,
give
because
your eyes
you
a
you
few
wrote
minutes.
on my message, revitalize, and then is it 60 seconds after? But the sting's still there after 60 seconds.
So if you're still having a sting for 60 seconds after using Revitalize,
Yeah.
your eyes still are not hydrated enough for the other
Okay.
drops. So what I'm going to suggest you do is go back to the start, to the beginning. And I want you to use Revitalize 6 times in an hour. So every 10 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to do a drop of Revitalize. I want you
Mm-hmm.
to do that twice a day, and I want you to do it for 2 days.
Okay, so every six drops for the hour,
Yeah, so every 10
twice a
minutes,
day.
twice a day.
Okay. For the next 2 days.
Yes, just Revitalize.
Okay. And then go back to the others after.
Then you're going to go back to using Revitalize, for an eye, 40
Revive.
60. But well, for yeah, Revitalize for an eye, Revitalize 40 60. Boom, 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 boom. And take a break between the for an eye and the second Revitalize and the 40 60. Just break those two apart a little bit, maybe 5 minutes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
So
definitely.
yeah,
I'll do that.
there's literally no need to torture yourself with these products. Like if something's not working, part of the reason I'm doing these lives is because I want everybody to understand how they can use the drops differently, even though it's the same product. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just because two people have the exact same product, you're not having the exact same experience.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta, separate things out in a way that actually work for you.
Okay, thank you.
You're more than welcome. And keep up the good work. Have you noticed any change in your eyesight?
I think the floater is um it's not as dark. Before it was
Okay.
very dark. Now it's starting to become a bit like transparent. Like you can still,
Yes.
but I can still see like if a light is in front of me, I can still see the spider web kind of thing.
Yeah,
Um, but it's not black.
that's excellent. So the next things you're going to start to notice as you move through is that your glasses are not going to give you good eyesight.
I know what I noticed that this morning. I was thinking, is my eye getting worse? That's why I messaged you. That's why I messaged you earlier today. I was thinking, oh my God, is my eye getting worse? Because I can't, my eye seems a bit blurry through because I'm only using it in one eye first, because this is my right eye is my worst eye. So I thought,
Yeah,
let me try it with one eye first and see. And yeah, today when started work and I was looking at a computer, my eye is blurry,
right.
the lens, and I was thinking that wasn't like that before. So it's nothing for me to worry about.
So do you have any older pairs of glasses?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so switch out the glasses. Start
Okay.
using your older glasses.
Mm-hmm.
Your eyes will get stronger faster. And even the eye that you're not actually using the products in,
Mm-hmm.
it will get stronger along with the other eye because
Okay.
our bodies are interesting in that our left and right want to compete with each other.
Mm-hmm.
So, and since both eyes are talking to the brain, the brain's going to use the signals that give it the best information. So one's going to teach the other how to
Okay.
get better, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then so go back to those older glasses, and if you can go back to them repeatedly, because in a couple of weeks the older glasses that you choose will be too strong,
Okay.
and that will be a repetitive situation. So just be aware that when your glasses are like, man, I can't really see, take them off and see what happens next.
Okay. It's funny you say that, because when I put the drop in my right eye, like the instant reaction is to close both eyes once the drop's in. And I noticed
Yeah.
that when I open my left eye, it's like the sting is like even more. So I have to close back the left eye for a bit so that it
So, and here's another
settles.
tip. Don't use the drops in bright light. So put them in your eyes in a room where it's kind of dimmed down,
Mm-hmm.
because light it immediately gives you photophobia. So it immediately gives you sensitivity to light. So take your time, be in a space that isn't very, very bright. And if you're in a space where it is bright, if you can't help that, after you drop the drops, cover your eyes, give them a few minutes in the dark.
Mm-hmm.
And then when you start to open your eyes, fast blink. And then
Okay.
wipe away any excess, that might spill on your eyelashes, because when you blink, you're reintroducing what's on your eyelashes into your eye.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And when you said to put the drops in the fridge, keep them refrigerated.
Yes. So
One actually sets.
they can't get over 80 degrees. So if you're in a situation where, like a lot of the world lives in air conditioning, so it's never going to get over 80 degrees, you're good to go. For people who travel with them and put them like in their cars, and then they don't take them out when they get to their destination, and then the car gets 140 degrees,
Okay.
the drops aren't going to survive that. So the refrigeration is to protect the preservative and
Mm-hmm.
protect the efficacy of the drop for an extended period of time, because they're going to be good for a year or more, depending on which drop you're talking about. And you don't want the effectiveness of the drop to dwindle because it gets too hot.
Okay. So in England, it's quite cold over here at the minute. So
Yeah, I've been. Y'all got cold down, like how to do cold without a doubt.
yes, it's very cold at the moment. So thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. This has been helpful.
No, you're more than welcome. And I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday on these Zoom calls. So keep the link, because you can always come back and ask any questions.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate you coming up.
Doing a good job. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, let's see who else is here that wants to ask a question. Gigi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm excellent. How are you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. I'm so glad that I found you. I found you a while back, and then I lost you, and then I had to go searching through my Instagram saves in order to find you again. um,
Well,
so
I
I ordered the, what is it, 70/30, I guess,
3070.
30/70, and I just got it. I just put the first drops in of the Revitalize, I think,
Yes.
today. Um, so here's the reason I brought it, and maybe you could tell me, if I'm doing this right, or what have you. I use the computer a lot. Um, I mean, I can be on the computer anywhere from 8 to 10 hours a day. And so I noticed that my eyesight has started getting worse. I already wear contacts, or glasses, because I don't even wear the contacts. My eyes have been progressively getting worse. My prescriptions have been getting stronger and stronger. The last time I went, he said that I guess I'm starting to develop, or I'm pre-glaucoma, or whatever it is. So I don't know if I even bought the right mixture. I just, I
Well,
just went ahead and bought it because I was like, being preemptive is better than nothing.
no, 100%. And I think you did get the right product that, for what you're reporting right now. I think you did get the right product.
Okay, so now, will I see a reversal of the progression, or will I just stay where I am, as far as vision is concerned, using the drops?
Your eyesight is going to get dramatically better fairly quickly. So
Okay.
you will see your eyesight restoring back to previous levels of eyesight. My suggestion is that if you have older glasses or older contact prescriptions, wear the oldest one and work your way back into the one that is suitable. You know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
after a week or two, what you're wearing right now is going to be too strong. Go back a few years. I actually have customers who are wearing glasses that are 20 years old that are
Oh,
now
wow.
appropriate for them.
Okay. So that's
So
what I was wondering, because I do still have several glasses from, over the course of the years.
yeah,
So now, like I said, I just started with the Revitalize. I know I'm supposed to do that for a couple of days.
yeah, 3 days.
And then in 3 days, and then go to the the 30/70 mixture. Now, I know there's a little burning with the Revitalize. Am I going to experience a lot of burning with the 30/70? I just want to gear myself up.
So I don't think so. The way that it works is the Revitalize is the moisturizing, hydrating factor. So as you use the Revitalize over the course of 3 days, it's going to get less and less and less stingy in the eye.
Oh, okay.
So it's adding moisture, obviously because it's drop, but
Which
the
I
high,
desperately needed. I
yeah,
desperately needed the moisture. I mean, I'll just be honest. I know there's a few other people, but I used to drink a lot. I stopped drinking. I'm been sober now for over 2 years. But
congratulations.
I noticed. Thank you, thank you. I stopped everything, smoking, drinking, everything. But I noticed that my eyes from drinking had gotten so severely dry that there were times where I literally had to pry my eyes open in the mornings because
Yeah.
they were so dry.
Yeah, and
So
it was actually the combination that really made it bad. So it was
okay,
the combination of smoking and drinking. Drinking is dehydrating internally, and smoking is
right.
dehydrating externally.
Mm,
So that you can blame them both. They both are gone, but you can call them
right.
both, the rat in the hole. Like, get out of here, don't need you. Um, but that's where the dryness stems from. And then what
Right.
happens is the whole eye system becomes drier. It's not just the surface of the eyeball, it is literally the whole eye system getting drier, which is why glaucoma is in your zeitgeist. It's why it's in your presence, because your eye
Okay.
can't create a quality tear film to keep the eye moisturized. So it's over creating the aqueous humor, the water portion of the tear film.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Like I said, it was a blessing. I don't believe in coincidences. So I found you for a reason. And like I said, at that point, honestly, I didn't even have the money to order, but I did, recently. And I was like, I'm going to go ahead and get this. And I appreciate you. I'm going to stay on just to listen because, I'm sure you're giving out tips to everybody, but I thank you very much.
No, you're more than welcome. And yeah, you're going to start to see benefit very quickly. And the more that you uh, do the things that are beneficial to your eyes, get outside and sun gaze when you can, grab that vitamin D, let the sun do its job, releasing ganglion cells and relaxing all the muscle structure in the eye system. All of that is very, very beneficial, and it's going to bring your eyesight back to, 20 years ago.
Wonderful. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll let somebody else go now.
All right, thank you so much. So, and just so everybody knows, Susan, I'm coming to you next. Um, I don't wear glasses anymore. I started wearing glasses when I was 6 years old. I stopped wearing glasses when I was 59. So from 6 to 59, glasses pretty much every year. And when I got cataracts, when I got diagnosed with cataracts, I started looking into a natural way to dissolve the cataracts off the lenses of my eyes, because mainly because I couldn't afford surgery. Like, if I could have afforded it, I probably would have just gone with that because that was the standard of care. But I couldn't do it, and I needed some kind of way to get rid of the cataracts. And that's how I, stumbled onto and discovered all of what I know now about DMSO and castor oil and eye health, and eyesight. And passing it along just makes me the happiest person in the world, because I think we should all have the best eyesight that we can have. And I also feel like the eye care medical community is doing us all a disservice by the way they're profiting off of the natural inability to see as we age. A lot of what happens with age-related eye disease is a lack of moisture. And if we can just add that back into the system, it's a game changer all the way around. Okay, Susan Bush, you want to come up? Do you have a question?
I do. I
Hi.
purchased the Revitalize and I believe it's the 30/70. It's what I
Yes,
picked up. Um, I want to get rid of my glasses. I don't want to wear them anymore.
I
I
don't
don't
blame
like
you.
my, as like you were just saying, my prescription's been getting stronger and stronger, and my optometrist and I have had an argument over what's going on because they're not right. So there's something wrong with them, but he's like, oh, they're
Right,
fine. I'm like, no, they're not fine. So I decided I had to go a different route. Um,
right.
so I purchased those products. I also have dry eye. Pretty,
Okay.
I mean, the whites of my eyes are always red. They're always bloodshot. So I'm a little nervous about starting the Revitalize with the stinging, and how should I go about doing that? How long should I do that before I jump to the next one?
Okay. So if you have the awareness of dry eye, like you know you've got pretty serious dry eye, my recommendation is to start with the Revitalize and go 7 days. So instead of doing 3 days, go 7 days and really do that 6 times in an hour, but do it 3 times a day. Instead of twice a day, do it 3 times a day and really give your eyes the hydration, that they need until you'll get to a point right around the end of day 3 where you'll notice your eyes are holding on to the moisture. You know they're holding on to the moisture when the sting starts to dissipate.
Okay.
So the first couple of days, it's just going to be annoying. Like it's not horrible. It's just annoying to the point where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this again. If you've ever done any hand sewing and you pricked yourself with the needle, there's a point where you're like, I don't know if I want to do this, and you get a thimble to make sure you don't do that again. There's no thimble for for dry eye. You got to suffer with it. The things that you can do is use a damp cloth. So before you actually drop the drops, take a damp cloth, cooled cloth, if you can do it, put it in the freezer overnight. I recommend you do this. Put a damp cloth in the freezer overnight, let it freeze. Then you're going to take it and actually put that on your eyes before you drop the drops. Before your eyes warm up, you're going to drop the drops, put them in the refrigerator so that they're cool. Um, Drop them, and then put that damp cloth back over the top of your eyes. Give
Okay.
give your eyes a relaxing kind of break. Then also add a little pressure. So just pressing on the eyes lightly, that will help. And then wiping away any excess so that when you blink, you're not reintroducing the product into your eye.
Okay.
When you're opening your eyes, fast blink. So, and I recommend everybody do this. So instead of just opening your eyes and like trying to suffer with it, blink really quickly. It'll only take like 30 seconds. That will totally make a difference in the way that your eyes feel if you use that fast blink methodology.
Okay. Now, at
So
the end of
go
7 days,
ahead.
if I'm so I'm doing that, and if it's still stinging at the end of 7 days, should I do it a little longer, or am I ready to go?
If it's still stinging, I want you to come up on, because 7 days I'll be back on live again. I
Okay.
want you to come up and let me know because I've not had one person so far that went 7 days that it was still stinging at the end of 7 days.
Okay.
So and hang on because Coco's here. Coco, are you available to come up? Coco is my moderator and she's used the products, using the products, and she had pretty severe dry eye. And for the first, probably month, she was like, I don't think I can do this. And I was like, you've got to go backwards, but you got to go backwards to go forward. Go back
Yes,
to
I'm
just
here.
using the Revitalize alone. Let's do it for 7 days. Get you to that end point, and then we'll introduce the 30/70. And introducing the 30/70, I typically tell people 4 times a day for the first 30 days, right? Then
Okay.
3 times a day for 30 days, then twice a day for 30 days. If you have significant dry eye and you get to the point where the revitalize isn't giving you a real sting, you don't want to go 4 times a day with the 30/70. You want to walk into the 30/70. So twice a day, morning and evening. Then after a week, you're going to go 3 times a day, morning and evening, and then 4 times a day, and then do that for 30 days.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm here.
Hey, Coco.
Can you hear me?
Yes. So please tell your revitalized stings my eye story.
Oh my goodness. Yes. So I attempted the 3 days and I'm like, yeah, And I had a conversation with Leslie and she was like, just keep going, just continue on the revitalize. I did that, tried the 30/70 again. I'm like, I don't know. So I stopped the 30/70 again, and then I tried the revitalize only until the stinging stopped, which I think it was another week, week and a half after that. Then I felt confident in incorporating the 30/70. But yes, my eyes was bone dry,
And
dry.
you did get to the point though where the revitalized did not give you any sting. Like you got to the
Exactly,
place where
exactly,
so
exactly. I got to the point I don't have a sting at all, and
so
my eyes feel wonderful now.
yeah. And now I mean she's used 30/70, she's using 4 and I. She's used the gambit of the products. It
Yeah, I
doesn't
got the whole gambit. I'm still at work and I got them on my desk right now. I just been dropping them in my eyes.
So yeah, it is for some people it is a process. It is way more of a process. And I'm probably not the easiest person to talk somebody into moving forward with the products because I'm patient zero. When I started, I was using 50/50, so 50% DMSO, 50% castor oil, which is now a pain medication that I use. So it was horrible. It was literally horrible. And I said to myself, like, no one should have to go through this level of torture for better eyesight. And that's when I started figuring out what percentages of each of the ingredients needed to be in the product to actually get benefit and be tolerable to the eye system. So dry eye is a very serious, obvious thing. Just take your time walking the path. You're going to get where you need to go.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And come back and let me know how things are going, without a doubt.
Okay. Yeah, I'll check in with you next week. Thank
Okay,
you.
excellent. Thank you. Okay, Maggie. Maggie, do you want to unmute your?
Hi,
How you doing?
I got this info from email, so I don't know what is it at first time to join. So yes, I have the website, but I don't know how to use any kind products. I don't know. So I think this is a good education to know how how to use, right? So
Yeah, and that's one of the reasons I'm doing it is because using the products can be an individual thing. Like not everybody can use them the exact same way.
oh.
So that's why I'm having these calls to give everybody some more personalized information and time to really discuss exactly what's going
Mm-hmm.
on with them and their
Yeah. So you mean I could find any information from website? Do you have a more construction beside the products and then I could know.
Yes. So I do have how to use documents.
Yeah.
And if you tell me whenever you order, when your order gets packaged, you get an email that has the how to use document.
Oh,
And then
uh-huh.
you can go from there. But if you want to know more information about a specific product, just email me and I'm happy to send you
Okay.
as much information as you want.
Good. Very good. And I would like to know only shipping to USA, right? I mean Canada. So yeah.
We ship worldwide.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So yeah, it's a shipping, a free shipping.
So shipping is free in the United States, in the contiguous 48 states of the United States.
Mm,
It is billable anywhere else in the world, like,
mm-hmm.
outside
Okay.
of.
Yeah, I will email to you if I have any personal question.
All right, excellent. Excellent. Thanks for joining
Good.
tonight.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, Sharon.
No, now it's Darren. He hang up.
Hang on, let me.
Darren.
I don't have any questions. It's my first time on. I'm just listening.
Okay, excellent. Thanks, Sharon. Hang on, I know I saw somebody else.
Virginia had a question.
Virginia? I'm just trying to, I can't really, I don't know. My Zoom skills are, oh, Duran.
Hello,
Hi, how are you doing?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm fantastic.
Good, good. Hey, I had spoke to you once before, I think last week, and I was calling for my dad, and you gave me um, some products to get, but I was wanted to make sure that I was getting the correct ones. You told me
Okay,
to get. He's had cataract surgery already, and his pressures were still high, so he ended up getting stents in both eyes.
okay,
So now he said his vision is dim, but the pressures are low. It's like 12 and 13 now in each eye
okay.
at his last visit. Um, and you had suggested I get for an eye, 40/60 blend, and C clear with DMSO.
Yes. And let me ask you this, is his pressures low and he's on medication? Is
Yeah,
he
well,
taking eye drops?
yeah, the doctor still has him on the prednisolone eye drop, uh,
Okay.
but that's the only one we're taking right now.
Okay, and prednisolone, just for everybody else's education, is a steroid. And
Hmm.
you have to titrate off of that. Like you've got to wean yourself off of it. You can't just stop that drop, or you shouldn't just stop that drop.
Right.
Um, so yes, I would still stick with those suggested drops. Is the 4 and I 40/60 and C clear with DMSO.
And the only one with DMSO is just C clear, right?
No, C Clear has DMSO. 40/60 is 40% DMSO, 60% castor oil, and the 4 and I is 20% DMSO.
Okay, okay, okay. I understand
Okay.
now. Now for myself, I'm 56, wear glasses, but I've got healthy eyes right now. What could I use to, uh, I guess, keep the nutrients or supplement my eyes so that, I don't have any issues going forward with no cataracts or nothing?
Okay. So do you want to like get out of your glasses, or you just want to stabilize and keep your eyes where they are?
Like to get out of them, but I'd like to stabilize them too. I don't want them to get any.
You don't want them to get any worse, right?
Right, right, right.
Okay. So 30/70 and C Clear with DMSO are the drops that you're going to be interested in.
30/70 and C clear with DMSO. Okay.
Yes. So, and the C Clear with DMSO is like a multivitamin for the eye. It's got
Okay.
lutein, zeaxanthin, it's got a chamomile tea. Um, and obviously the DMSO and castor oil. So a lot of benefit in that drop.
Okay.
And so that's going to be the let's keep your eye healthy. And the
Hmm.
3070 is restorative and reparative in the eye system. And the Revitalize comes with it. And that is the hydration for the eyes, hydration and
Okay.
moisturization.
Now you mentioned getting rid of the glasses. What would do that?
3070.
3070. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
3070.
I want to mention my dad, he does have dry eye. Would these products help that?
Absolutely, absolutely. So
Okay.
the Revitalize and the Foreign Eye, that they're going to work together to really deal with any dry eye symptoms. And he's going to have dry eye for the rest of his life because the stent is actually pulling water out of the eye system and
Okay.
making it less moist. So
Okay.
he's going to have to do something pretty much for the rest of his life or for the rest of the time that he has those stents.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, because he's 79 and we're just trying to help his eyesight because he's mentioned that it's been dim and it's kind of hard for him to see.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to restore much as I can, for him as, best we can.
No, 100%. And one of the things that will happen in the first week of using the Revitalize, just even the Revitalize on its own, adding moisture back into the eye system, is he will start to get more light in his eyes pretty readily.
Okay.
So
Okay.
he,
Awesome.
he will immediately notice, like, did somebody turn the light on? Like, what's going on?
Right. Right.
So he will
Leslie,
start to have that experience pretty quickly,
okay. And that,
even just using the Revitalize.
so we didn't say revitalize, or is that part of the foreign eye or
You'll get a bottle with the Foreign Eye and a bottle with the 3070.
okay, okay, all right, all right. And one more, I'm sorry to take up so much time.
No,
My
you're good.
wife, I'm trying not to go down the same path that they had to do. She was having problems with her eyes, so she got the catalyst procedure done along with having her cataracts removed.
Yeah.
And in her right eye, we went to the doctor. She was seeing fine and clear. It was, everything was awesome. And she went out to dinner, and somehow or another, uh, she tore a retina. There was a tear
Yeah.
in her retina,
So,
so
and
she had to go
she
to
did
the.
nothing. The cataract surgery actually caused the retinal detachment or
Gotcha,
retinal tear.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. So she went to the retina specialist and they did some laser procedure and she's able to see, but she still says she see a dot because they said something about a vitreous hemorrhage, maybe, or
Yes.
that may not be the right
No, that
word,
is,
but
yeah.
she was seeing she was seeing dots and circles and lines and her vision degraded in that right eye.
So she's
What can
got
I have
floaters
her?
now. And because what happens is when you have the detachment of the retina, what
Mm-hmm.
happens is you get floaters immediately come in because floaters are
Uh-huh.
the collagen in the vitreous fluid. The collagen, well, the
Right.
vitreous fluid changes viscosity, so it's supposed to be more like a jelly. It actually gets
Okay.
thin when the retina pulls away. It thins out, and then the collagen starts to clump together. And you get what
Gotcha.
looks like spider webs and big
Yeah.
dots
Yeah.
and things like that all in the visual field. So whenever
Right.
she's looking, you can turn your eyes either way, and then all this stuff comes floating around and moving around, and you're trying to watch it,
Mhm.
and you can't watch it because it darts away, and it's just
Right.
really can be annoying. But all
Right.
of that, it happens because of the retinal detachment or the retinal tear. And
Okay.
that happens because of the cataract surgery.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I wish we could have found you, excuse me, before we went through all of that, but it is what it is now. So what can I
Yeah,
give her?
3070, 3070
30.
and revitalize. That's going to add moisture back into the eye system. It's going to help the
Okay.
vitreous fluid stabilize so it's more
Okay.
viscous than it is right now, and
Okay.
actually break up all the collagen that's in the vitreous fluid. It'll break it all
Gotcha.
apart so that it can become part of the waste system in the eye. It'll get flushed out, and that'll be that.
So 30/70 and the revitalize.
Correct.
Okay, all right, gotcha. And all of this wouldn't hurt on my dad's eyes. It wouldn't hurt the lens and stuff that they put in. That it should be compatible with
No.
all that, right?
Yeah, no, it
Okay,
won't hurt the lenses. The lenses are made from a silicone that does not react with DMSO or
okay.
castor oil, as well as the stents are made from
Stan,
that same silicone material.
gotcha. Okay. Well, Miss Wright, I certainly appreciate it. I'm gonna go ahead and order these products and get them on the way so I can get us started on them.
Excellent, excellent. And I'm on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern. So any questions that you have, come on back.
Okay, all right. But again, we certainly appreciate your help. Now I'll keep you informed of how we're doing.
Excellent. I appreciate it.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there anybody I haven't called so far? Sharon? I'm
Hi
not
there.
sure.
I do have a question now.
Sure.
If I'm ready for cataract surgery and I don't want to get it, what would I
All right,
take?
you're breaking up a little bit. From what I understand, you're ready for cataract surgery. You don't want to have cataract surgery, so you
Oh,
want to know what drops will be able to dissolve the cataracts so that you don't have to have cataract surgery. Is that correct?
correct.
Okay,
Yes.
excellent. So do you have, because different doctors want to remove cataracts at different stages. So how severe are your cataracts? That's the first question I want to ask.
They, they want to take them out before they get worse because I've had a tip that the odds of that happening again will be greater after if I wait too long.
Right. So I would suggest you start with the 30/70 and the C clear with DMSO. So if it's not bothering your vision, your cataracts aren't really bad enough
The
to,
C,
yeah, C clear SEA.
well, I'm starting, okay, and then the
Correct.
30/70. Okay, okay. It's just that it bothers me a little bit as far as to read, and I can tell it's getting a little bit worse, but I just don't want to get the surgery just because I'm a high risk for retina tear after.
Right.
So,
So
so
yeah,
this, okay, so that's what I would take. And what about macular degeneration for someone with macular degeneration? Is there
so
one that,
with macular degeneration, I would just add the 4 and I. So 4 and I would add that to your regimen. And I think that's going to be very helpful with macular degeneration, the 30/70 and um
and the 4 and I?
the 30, yeah, 30/70 and the 4 and I working together.
Okay, so they wouldn't need the C clear then, that person. Would
No, I thought you were talking about you. So I would
oh,
say,
not
yeah,
for
I would
myself.
absolutely say the C clear, yes.
Okay, for myself, I would just need the C clear and it's 30/70.
In the
But
30/70, right.
yeah, but a person who doesn't have cataracts, but they have macular degeneration, they would take the 4 and I.
They would take the 4 and I with the 30/70 and C clear with DMSO. No, just C clear, not the C clear with DMSO, C clear.
Just the C clear.
Yeah,
But I would take the one with the DMSO.
correct.
Okay, but he would just take the C clear.
Correct.
Okay, thank you very much.
No problem. And I would also recommend that you both get sleep masks. There's a great one. The best sleep mask I found so far is on elizabethw.com, and it is a linen and silk sleep mask. It is fabulous. Our eyes repair themselves in the dark. So when the eyes don't have any light, they go in repair mode. And especially with cataracts and macular degeneration, closing off all light from the eye for a period of time and just keeping them in the pitch dark so they can do the repair work they need to do is highly beneficial. And, using the nighttime hours when you're sleeping anyway, it's the perfect time to do it.
Okay, what was the name of that company?
Elizabeth W.
Elizabeth W. Okay,
Yeah,
okay, thank you. All right, thank you very much.
you're more than welcome. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you.
We have Artemis on the panel.
Hello,
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Fabulous. How can I help you?
Good. I received my product and I was using 4070 and oh my goodness, the moisturizer because I hadn't received the 4 and I. Well, anyway, I did the moisturizer 3 days and after that I did the moisturizer and the 4070 until I got the 4 and I. And I
Okay.
started the 4 and I on the 10th when I received it. It is stinging. It's not stinging, it's burning. I have to hold my heart. It's really, I don't know what that's about because I had no issue at all, very light stinging with both the other products. But this one, I don't know what's going on. And I have a high pain threshold. So I don't know what's going on. And
Okay.
I've tried it immediately after I put in one, and it seems that the 4070, once I put it in, it calms the 4 and I a little bit, but it's still about 5 minutes. My husband put my drops in, and they just burn. They don't sting, they burn.
Okay. So, and you either are you using the 3070 or the 4060?
4060, I have ordered the 37. I haven't received it yet.
Okay.
But I have macular degeneration and I'm not getting any oxygen in the back of my eyes. So
Right.
that's why I ordered the 4 and I and the 4060.
Okay. So here's what I want you to try. I want you to take a cloth, put it in the freezer, and every day you're just going to refresh it, put it in the freezer.
Okay.
Before you do the drops, you're going to put that on your eyes for like 30 seconds.
Okay. I heard the what you said to someone else. So it's the
Yeah.
same procedure.
Yes.
Okay.
And
I've
I
been
want
using a cold compress. I've been doing that, but I hadn't put it in the freezer.
Okay. And then I want you to do a a drop of Revitalize. Then you're going to use the 4 and I first and the 4060 last. So
Okay.
but I want you to do a drop of Revitalize in between. So you're going to do Revitalize, 4 and I, then Revitalize, then 4060.
Okay. I thought
Okay.
about doing that, but I didn't. Okay.
Well, yeah, and especially in the height of the sting, it's going to be difficult because you're not going to be able to open your eye. But if
Right.
you if your husband can be ready when you start to blink, if he can just do a drop and just
Okay.
blink it into your eye. He doesn't have
Okay.
to aim and get it in the eye. Just if he gets it on the lashes, that's fine. Just blink it into the eye
Okay.
until that calms down.
Okay, you know exactly what I'm talking about because blinking it just makes it worse. It's like the lids of my eyelid, the rim, like
Yes.
they're just on fire. Okay, so I'll try
So,
that.
and part of that might be how much dry eye do you have?
I've not been um diagnosed with dry eyes, but I know I have dry eyes.
Okay. And when you cry, do you have a lot of tears?
Yes.
Okay. When you're putting the drops in your eyes, are you under a fan?
No. Oh no. Mm-mm.
Okay. And is there a light on in the room?
Light? No. Not typically until I do the last one, which is late.
Okay. Okay. So those are all the things that would cause, more sting and burn than, any, those are just the systemic things that could cause it to be worse. So
Right.
that's why I ask. Um, and the drier your eyes are, the harder this is going to be. But the fact that you're not getting the big sting from the 40-60 and the Revitalize means that there is some sensitivity, something's happening in the eye system with the 4 and eye. And usually that is something to do with the meibomian glands around the eyelids.
Okay.
So is the majority of that stinging like around the rim of the eyelids?
I would say it's about 50-50. It's more on the around the rim. Yeah, I would say it's stronger there.
Okay. And are you keeping them in the refrigerator?
Yes, I have been.
Okay. So take them out of the refrigerator sooner because they're thicker when they're in refrigerated because the honey and the castor oil, it thickens when it's cold.
Oh, I'm sorry. I only keep the moisturizer in the refrigerator, not the others.
Okay. Not the 4 and eye.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So then that's pointless. That's not even a conversation then.
But that dropper, I guess because it's thicker, is
Yes.
a little bit bigger on the end, isn't it?
Yeah, it's called a bullnose dropper. And
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, the whole point of that is because it's harder to get multiple drops in the
Right.
eye with that dropper, but it does do even dosing. So you're not worried about the pressure so much that you're putting on the top of the dropper. You're going to put enough pressure to drop one drop,
Mm-hmm.
but the dose is going to be consistent.
Okay.
So with the thin dropper that comes to like a
Right.
teardrop tip, you don't necessarily get the same dosing every single time.
Okay. Another thing, if I order extra product, do I need to keep it any place before I open it?
You just need to keep it in a reasonably cool, dark place. So like in a cabinet, in the pantry,
Okay.
in a bathroom cabinet. You just don't want to put it like in a windowsill or something like that.
Okay. So it doesn't matter how long I have it before I open it.
No, and as
Okay.
soon as you open it, that starts the clock. And
Okay.
for the water-based products like the Revitalize, the 4 and eye, the C Clears, the Luster Eye Elixir, those are going to be good for a year. And the DMSO drops, the 30-70, 40-60, 20-80, those are going to be good for 18 months.
Okay. I have heard on your lives that some people or you recommend that they use the C Clear with DMSO and the Elixir or and that. So you didn't really tell me exactly what to use, so I just started ordering stuff when I first heard you.
Okay.
So now I'm waiting on C Clear 3070 and some other stuff I ordered.
Okay.
So should I be adding that in?
So if you're talking about the C Clear, yes, you want to add that in and you want to use it at least 3 times a day when you
Okay.
start, and then you're going to use it at will. So whenever you feel like you need it, you're going to use it. Um, and it's going to benefit the focus in the eye as well as the clarity in the eye.
Okay. What about the Elixir? Because I think I ordered that too.
So the Luster Elixir is a lot like the C Clear in that it's got the um lutein and zeaxanthin. Then it's got a soursop tea instead of the chamomile tea, and it also has colloidal silver. So the purpose of that drop is really to work at the surface level of the eye. So
Okay.
the actual eyeball more so than in the middle and the back of the eye.
Okay. While I'm looking at this screen now, it feels like it always felt for the last year and a half, like there's a puddle of water in front of my eyes.
Uh-huh.
And that's not going away. Should I expect that to go away in time?
Yes, because and does that puddle stay in the exact same spot or does it move?
Yeah, it's like I'm looking through water.
Like a drop of water?
Mm-hmm. But it's all the time generally until I start using the drops. So when I use the drops, I can't tell that from the other.
Okay. But when does it come back?
As soon as my drops leak and I finish, cleaning around my eyes, then it's filled back again. It feels like it's filled back. But I guess that's what's happening behind my eye or something.
Yeah, it's not on the surface of your eye. But what I would recommend is get a sleep mask at Elizabeth W.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
been doing that for years with
Okay, great.
I use that. Okay.
So at night, right before bed, I want you to drop the Revitalize and the 40-60. Close your eyes and put the sleep mask on.
Okay, and don't put the foreign eye in.
Don't put the foreign eye in.
Okay.
And then when you wake up in the morning, I want you to immediately assess, do you see that same visual field where you're looking through a drop?
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. I appreciate everything and it's wonderful. I've learned so much just like everyone else. And I found out so many things my doctor and my specialist are not telling me. And you think when you go to the optometrist, the ophthalmologist, and specialist, you would find out something. Even with the questions you ask, they are very evasive. So, anyway, thank you, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
no,
you.
they try and give you as little information as possible. And a lot of them think we don't want to give you a lot of information because we don't want to confuse you. And
Yeah.
that's just how people wind up in bad situations all the way around is they're not getting enough information to make them choose something better.
Yeah, because I had been telling my specialist for the longest that it looks like I'm looking through water, a puddle of water. And I think I was speaking with Coco, and she said, "Oh, that's dry eyes. That's definitely a sign of dry eyes." And neither one had mentioned that to me at all.
Well, and I struggle because I'm like, do you not know or do you not care?
I
Like,
probably don't care.
yeah, I don't understand the logic of not saying, okay, well, we think that that is probably a dry eye issue, and here's how we're going to move forward with dealing with it.
Okay, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much. Have a
No
great day.
problem. You're more than welcome. I appreciate you coming up.
Thanks.
Okay. Coco, is there anybody that hasn't had a chance to ask a question so far? I'm looking and I don't see anybody.
I'm not for sure. Did Simone already come up
Yeah.
or Sharon? Okay,
Okay.
then
So,
that was everyone.
does anybody have any follow-up questions? Is there anything anybody wants to know that they didn't know, or since you've heard some information, you might have some additional questions for me?
I do
Okay.
Hi-
see
Oh,
just
sorry.
a lot of C. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This was Gigi. I just had one quick question.
Sure.
So on the Revitalize, I heard you say something about, so I'm doing the 5 to 6 drops at one time.
In 1 hour. So every 10 minutes for an hour.
Oh, okay. I did not know that. Okay, so I'm putting in like 5 to 6 drops at a time every 10
No,
minutes.
one drop. A dosage is always one drop every 10 minutes.
Got you. Okay, and I do that twice a day.
Correct.
Okay. All right. I wanted to clarify because I would have been dropping 5 in there.
Gigi would have been like, I don't can't do this. I'm soaking wet.
Right. Right. Thank you.
No problem at all. Is anybody having any struggles actually dropping the drops in their eye, actually like aiming for the eyeball and getting the drop in the eye?
Yes. And the
Okay.
pocket doesn't work either for me.
The what?
Holding your lid at the bottom, making the little pocket there in your
Yeah.
bottom lid. I'm still
So
missing. I'm getting my face.
you open the eyelid at the top?
Yeah, I did that at first, and I keep missing that. So that's why I started at the bottom pocket.
Okay.
I come
So
to the side. I don't know if that helps or what. I'm the same way.
I
I
was
can't go from
thinking,
the top or the bottom.
I was thinking from the side, I might lose it. I might have more spillage than anything else.
so the thing that I'm going to recommend, and I wish I had a bottle with a dropper right here handy. I do not, unfortunately. Here.
Because with my eyesight, I'm spilling it and I'm
Yeah,
dropping too many drops on the face and everything.
right. And you want to be able to do this, um, you know, this is an unfortunate word, but you want to be able to use it blind, where you don't really have to see what's going on. And here's my recommendation, because I typically pull down, and do the pocket at the bottom. But the thing you can do, and here's what I do, pocket at the bottom, and I put my middle finger on the eyelashes so I can actually touch my lashes. When I bring the dropper up, I want to touch I really want to touch my finger, but tilt the dropper out like you're tilting it at a 45-degree angle, and then go back, move your finger and drop it. So your finger actually gives you the aim point instead of your eyeball, and your touch point is 45 degrees, and then drop it in.
Okay, that sounds
So,
like a plan because I poked my eyeball before.
no, I've done that like, I don't know, 100,000 times. But
Okay.
it's not luckily it's not a tragedy thing, but you just have to really get the angling better. It works better if you angle it 45 degrees versus try and drop straight.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I promise the next time I'm on this, I will actually do a demonstration with the products so that you can see exactly how I pull the, you know, angle the dropper to get it in there. And it works whether I'm dropping it at the top or I'm dropping it at the bottom, because your eyelash is actually the measure point. It's, am I on my eye?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
Very good.
All right. Is there anybody wearing makeup and using these drops?
No, we wouldn't do that.
Good, good. Makeup off, clean face, clean hands, then go at it. So I want to say thank you guys so much for coming and asking questions. It really makes my life, exciting, because I want to be able to pass this information on, and I want you to pass it on also, so I believe in the each one teach one. So, whatever you've got, come back and join the live, and let's talk about what's happening with your eyes. I really want to hear about the successes. I want to hear about the tragedies, what's going on. There's ways to actually make this work well for each and every one of you. And that's my job, is to make sure it works and that you get the results that you want.
I hear you talking about the crusties sometimes.
Yeah.
When did you say you may start getting that?
So especially if you have floaters, you're going to get those pretty well right away in the first few days.
Mm-mm.
Um, be no.
No, and I have big floaters. I have one really huge one. I see it's breaking apart, um,
Okay.
but nothing in the morning. Um, but what
So
I'm experiencing now is after I finish doing my drops, if I just take the top of my eyelid and just move it to the, rub across it to the center,
uh
there's liquid there that comes out. So I don't know if that could be, waste or, garbage or what.
No, I'm sure that that's, it's waste. Anytime your eyes water, significantly with these drops, it's pulling waste out of the eye system.
Okay.
Um, and you sleep with a sleep mask, right?
Yes, yes.
And you
Yes.
don't have anything on the sleep mask or on your eyes when you wake up.
No, and I felt a little bit one morning, so I was really elated because I'm like, oh, here it comes, and nothing anymore.
Well, keep going. Your waist system may be at a point where it's just active enough that it's pulling all that out and sending it into the lymphatic system, and it's not, coming out externally on your eyes.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. But if you're seeing these floaters actually start breaking apart and they're getting lighter, that's an indication that all of that waste is going somewhere.
Yeah. Okay. It is because it was really, really thick. So now it's thinning out and they're kind of scattering, in different places.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah.
they kind of go somewhere else and then they show up and I don't know what's going on. But
Well,
anyway,
when you sun gaze, you should really be able to see them, you know,
right.
very easily. You should
Right.
easily be able to see them and identify.
Okay.
Okay.
I know you're glad I wasn't able to come on before. I'm just talking so much.
What are you talking about? No, that's fantastic. That's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is, to talk through it because honestly, and this is for everybody, who else do you talk to about your eyesight?
They can't relate. I get so frustrated sometimes. I'm like, you can't be telling me that I can't see it. I told you,
No,
so
100%. Yeah, and you'll have doctors tell you, oh well, no, your eyesight's 20/20, and like you're walking outside, like I can't see what are you talking about? Like,
I've taken a couple of spills because of my depth perception is
yeah,
way bad.
yes, and you can actually start testing that. There is exercises on YouTube that are called eye gymnastics. And
Okay.
it's like a 7-minute run. You do those exercises every day. That will help your eyes and your brain connect to depth perception.
Okay. Are there some that say depth perception? No, they don't
No,
say that. Okay.
they don't qualify it quite that way. But the exercises that they run your eyes through on all sides. So because it tests your peripheral vision, your central vision, um, it tests your focus and your clarity. Like it tests everything. So,
Okay.
and you can do each eye individually and then do both eyes together.
Okay. So this is the same place where I hear you telling other people to do the eye exercises.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Yeah. Eye gymnastics on YouTube. You'll find
Okay.
it easily.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm gonna sign off. I'm gonna let you go.
Okay. Well, it's 7:44 and I'm typically on till 8, but I think we've talked it out and I would probably just be here talking to Coco. But I do appreciate everybody for coming up, and I will be back here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday evenings, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So please come back and spend some time and ask some questions and let me know about your successes because I'm really excited to hear how everybody's progressing with their eyesight and their eye health. Okay.
All
So
right.
Until then, we'll see everyone on TikTok tomorrow at 9 p.m. if you're able to join.
100% will be there TikToking on TikTok.
Exactly. And that's 9 p.m. Eastern time,
Yes.
just for clarification.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate
Oh,
you all showing up, and I will see you all again very, very soon.
Thank you.
bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.